Hey, targeted individuals, this is your boy GDJ. So as you guys know, I just made one video, and normally when I make one video, I just kind of leave it at that. But I just got inspired, I believe, by the Most High Yah to say something. You guys might be able to piece this together, but for some reason, he wanted me to say that uh, quantum physics. When you recognize what quantum physics is, and you know exactly what that means, what the theories are, the ins and outs of it, quantum physics, then you'll know how the perps, when it comes to targeted individuals, are able to always be where you're at. I don't know much about quantum physics. I made a video a long time ago. I actually forgot that information, but for some reason I'm sitting here and I just made a video about how, and I spoke about how, how do perps know where you're at all the time? How do they know um, where the Most High God's people are? And it just seems like they're always there. You look up, there they are. Or whatever you do, you're making a motion. It's like, oh, they know what's going on. And you hear a honk, and whenever you stand up or something like that, you go outside, you hear a honk, or just whatever little tactics that we as target individuals recognize that the clips use to let us know they're there. Um, it's like, a lot of people say, oh, it's just their surveillance and the weaponry and all this stuff that they're able to do. They tell people things about you, they watch you. But then as target individuals, you know that there's more to it than that, because you've been through things that make absolutely no sense. And the Most High Yah, as I'm sitting here on this couch, just made me just put in my mind quantum physics has something to do. It's a spiritual. I know it's like the study of energy and some sort of particles and atoms and all these things. And for some reason, quantum physics came to mind. And what I can expound on and add to it is that, for me, I understand, and what I believe is that this in the spiritual realm, when you operate in a certain spirit, then that spirit is able to gravitate to you. So if you're operating in a spirit that's not of the Most High, then someone else that has that exact same spirit in them will be brought to you. It's like you'll be connected to that person that has that same spirit. And I don't know how that correlates to quantum physics, but for some reason he wanted me to say that. Quantum, or that's what I believe. I'm not saying the Most High God spoke to me and I heard his voice and he said no. It's just I believe that there's something that 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 is a correlation between quantum physics and and how the perps can always be where we're at, wherever we're at, no matter what, and they always know our movements and all this stuff. It's because quantum physics. There's a spiritual connection. The spirit that's in, maybe that there's a spirit that's in the person, in the target individual, that's also in the perp. So when maybe, and I connected to, and this is why I connected all to sin as well. I believe that, okay, the target individual, even if they're not sinning, of course they're going to be targeted, I believe. So there's more to it than this. But I also know for sure in my own life that when I'm committing certain sins, or when I've committed certain sins, that my targeting increases. That's one of the reasons why I know that there's a connection. Because when you sin, when I sin, my targeting increases, and equate that to there being a connection in the spiritual realm, something that connects that spirit, that wicked spirit, or that action that I would be doing. I associate that with a spirit that's leading me to do that, and then I associate that spirit as being in the perp that might be following, or might be paying more attention, or that realm is more aware of what's going on with me, because of the spirit that I'm operating in. And so quantum physics. I didn't really explain that the best as I could, but sometimes it's for people to just put the idea out there and let you guys piece it together and then take it from there. But if you're a target individual and you're always wondering, this is one of the thoughts you have, like, why is it, it doesn't make any sense. I know what you guys talk about, the weapons, and how the surveillance got people, they've talked and lied to people, and people look and stuff and see what I'm doing, or just whatever it is. You're like, there's more to it than that. You're like, there has to be more to it than that. So this is one thing you could study and go look at, as to see how this thing is actually possibly happening. Quantum physics. Things that are connected to each other. One person does one thing, the other person is doing the exact same thing. That has something to do with that has something to do with like particles or something. I just can't. But it's this is gonna be fun for somebody that takes this information. But a particle is one place on Earth, another particle is another place way in another side of the Earth, and they'll both be affected. They'll both have the same movements, and they'll both respond the same way to some sort of reaction. Um, Anyways, go do your study, but I'm associating that with how the perps are able to be where we're at, regardless of what the situation is. Like, how are they here? Think about it. All right. So, anyways, that's just a short video, something that was on my mind. All praise to the Most High Yah, in the name of the Son, Yahushua Hamashiach. And blessings to you all.